Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something many teenagers hear about, but very few people explain properly: love versus lust. Because in today's world, people use the word love for almost everything. Someone gives attention for 2 weeks, they call it love. Someone is physically attracted to another person, they call it love. Someone becomes emotionally obsessed, they call it love. But not everything that feels intense is actually love. And if teenagers don't understand the difference between love and lust, they can easily enter unhealthy relationships, make emotional decisions, and end up hurt, confused, or spiritually drained. So today, let's talk honestly and biblically about the difference between love and lust. First, let's start here. Attraction is normal. Noticing someone is attractive is not automatically sinful. Having feelings is part of being human, but attraction alone is not love. And this is important because many young people mistake strong emotions or physical attraction for genuine love. Just because your heart beats fast around someone does not automatically mean it's love. Just because someone gives you butterflies does not mean they truly care about you. Feelings can be real without being wise. So what is lust? Lust is a selfish desire. Lust focuses mostly on physical attraction, pleasure, fantasy, obsession, selfish gratification, or using someone emotionally or physically. Lust says, what can I get from this person? Love says, how can I honor and care for this person? That's a huge difference. Lust is usually impatient. Love is patient. Lust wants immediate satisfaction. Love values wisdom and self-control. Lust often ignores boundaries. Love respects boundaries. Lust focuses mostly on appearance. Love values character. The Bible says, 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4-5, love is patient, love is kind. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking. Notice something important there. Real love is not selfish. Real love does not pressure people. It does not manipulate. It does not force. It does not use people emotionally or physically. And honestly, many teenagers today are under pressure to confuse lust with love. Sometimes someone says, if you love me, prove it. But real love does not pressure someone to compromise their values, purity, safety, or peace. Pressure is not proof of love. Manipulation is not love. Many young people are learning about love from TikTok, movies, music, influencers, and unhealthy online relationships. But a lot of what culture calls love is actually emotional obsession, unhealthy attachment, or lust. Sometimes people become more focused on appearance, body shape, attention, flirting, or physical attraction than on character, kindness, wisdom, or purpose. And when relationships are built only on feelings and physical attraction, they often become unstable very quickly. Because feelings change, that's why wisdom matters. Now let's talk about one dangerous thing lust does. Lust often makes people ignore red flags. When someone is driven mostly by physical attraction or emotional obsession, they may ignore when the other person is disrespectful, dishonest, manipulative, lacking character, having unhealthy behavior, or spiritually dangerous. Why? Because feelings become louder than God's wisdom. But God never intended emotions to replace discernment. Another thing teenagers need to understand is this: lust consumes. Love protects. Lust often says, I want this person for myself. Love says, I want what is good and healthy for this person. Lust is often temporary. Love is deeper than feelings. Lust is centered on self. Love involves sacrifice, patience, respect, and responsibility. And this matters because some teenagers think, if someone is obsessed with me, that means they really love me. Not necessarily. Sometimes obsession is unhealthy attachment, insecurity, or lust. Real love brings peace, respect, and safety, not constant pressure, fear, or confusion. The Bible also teaches us to guard our hearts. Proverbs 4:23. Guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Why? Because who you allow close to your heart affects your decisions, emotions, and future. Some teenagers give their hearts away too quickly emotionally. They become deeply attached before truly knowing someone's character. And then when things fall apart, they feel broken emotionally. This is why wisdom and boundaries matter. Now, maybe someone watching this video has already made mistakes. Maybe you allowed emotions to lead you. Maybe you ignored boundaries. Maybe you confused lust for love. I want you to hear this clearly. God is not finished with you. There is grace, there is forgiveness, there is wisdom for a new beginning. Mistakes do not define your future. God cares about your healing, growth, purity, and purpose. So how can young people recognize healthy love? Here are a few signs. Healthy love respects boundaries, values character, encourages growth, honors God, practices patience, communicates honestly, and does not pressure you to compromise your values. Healthy love will not pull you away from God, wisdom, peace, purpose, or self-respect. And how can young people avoid lust-driven decisions? First, don't let feelings rush you. Second, pay attention to character, not just appearance. Third, set healthy emotional and digital boundaries. Fourth, pray about relationships and emotions. And fifth, remember that your value does not come from romantic attention. You do not need someone to desire you before you become valuable. God already says you matter. Before we end this video, I want to remind every teenager watching this, love is deeper than feelings. Love is not manipulation. Love is not pressure. Love is not selfish desire disguised as affection. God's way protects your heart, your peace, your purity, and your future. And learning the difference between love and lust now can save you from unnecessary pain later. If this video helped you, share it with another teenager who needs this message. And in the comments, tell me, what do you think is the biggest difference between love and lust? Let's keep the conversation respectful and encouraging. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more conversations about identity, purity, relationships, and purpose. Go God's way. See you in the next video.